Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High and Mighty Wrestle Review. We're back once again. We're back on schedule. It is another Tuesday, and we're dropping another episode. Dude, what do you got for me?
All I'm going to say is light it up, light it up. Wow, what a reaction AJ Lee got coming back.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
There's nowhere else to start, is there, really? That's kind of the big thing, news item for the week. Like, they got it perfect. If you're going to come back in your hometown, come back in the hometown of your husband, who is a god in that city.
And dare I say it, she's a goddess in that city as well. But what I am going to say is, what lightning in a bottle AJ is. And my God, WWE's been missing her. They really have. And I think I want to put her almost in the category of The Rock.
Wow.
They need her more than she needs them.
Oh, no, that's a really interesting analogy. I agree. Totally. She doesn't need them at all. And I think in a way, what's cool is you can kind of see that in her performance. She's not desperate. Do you know what I mean?
She's not desperate. She's come back at a particular time when, if she's going to do it, the time is now to do it.
She can do it, yeah.
But what I find so fascinating with AJ is she was so over with WWE, with wrestling fans, and she made such a massive impact on such a short time. Because let's face it, how long was she with the WWE? How many years?
What did they say?
She wasn't there very long, was she?
2007 to 2000.
No, not 2007.
I think she debuted. I think Punk was saying, was it 2011 maybe?
So yeah, she was with WWE up until from 2011 till, was it 2014?
14 maybe, yeah, maybe.
So that's not very long, but wow. Dare I say it, I think she's probably the most over female I've ever seen in WWE. And I'm going to go on record. I think AJ is the most over person in the WWE as a female.
Yeah, she retired in 2015.
Right. Very short career.
Criticized the WWE's treatment of its female wrestlers, talking about how they only receive a fraction of the wages and screen time of their male counterparts.
Right.
Her comments talked about Stephanie and Vince. Anyway,
okay.
So she's back. I mean, this is you're right. I mean, dude, it's a fascinating thing, and the interesting thing is actually you have always been, for one reason or another, a big fan.
I've always been a big fan of AJ.
Big fan of AJ Lee. I'm not saying anything. I mean, AJ Lee. Yeah, it's funny because that time period when before she came back, that we're talking about 2011, 12, 13. The things I remember the most about that time period. 2014 as well there are like four things that I really remember. I remember CM Punk, obviously.
Yeah.
The pipe bomb. I remember Rock and Cena because we were there, we lived it. It was such an exciting time.
We were there.
I remember the rise of Daniel Bryan because that all led up to WrestleMania 30. Yeah, 30.
Yeah.
And I remember AJ Lee and the Love Triangle.
Yeah.
And I remember that AJ Lee was at ringside with Daniel Bryan when he got beat in
we were there
by Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. Yeah. And that's when the Yes movement started. She was there. I remember her with Dolph Ziggler and Big E. You know, I remember when Big E smacked
She was there when he won the title.
Yeah, she was
correct.
There.
She was there.
And then she kind of broke out onto her own. And it was a time when, obviously, women's wrestling was the divas and the Bellas. We've talked about Nikki Bella. We'll talk more about Nikki Bella, but like they were very much the divas division, right? And the Bella twins, say what you will about them, but at the end of the day, they kind of monetized being a diva.
Yeah.
They created Total Divas, Total Bellas. They really grew off it. AJ Lee was everything they weren't. She was short, small, petite, athletic looking, no big fake tits and all that sort of stuff,
Mhm.
like a lot
Yeah.
of the divas at that stage.
Mhm.
And she created a character that could have very easily been a caricature, but that's
Mm.
slightly twisted, slightly crazy, and people like Kane, Daniel
Mhm.
Bryan, and then CM Punk being afraid of her.
She was able to work with
Yeah.
everybody.
And what I'm saying is, for me, that's a pretty long time period. So the three things I've mentioned, obviously the
Mhm.
Cena Rock thing, Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, which are three of the biggest things in wrestling history,
Yeah.
and AJ Lee. Kind
Yeah.
of amazing to think that's what it is that really stands out from that time period for me.
Well, she had a real big impact when she was there.
Yeah, she did. It's funny to talk about the word impact as well, because I think when you've grown up in the Attitude Era, right, or you've grown up in the 2000s, and everything to do with impact is about the money you move, the merch sales, it's about the ratings, it's about the pay-per-view buy rates. But it's interesting because in the world we live in now, merchandise sales are very important,
Mhm.
but I think that is there even such a thing as buy rates? No, there's not. There's views, right? So
Mhm.
views, what your social media views are,
Yeah.
and then there's the impact that you have, which is the literal impact. Like, can you get a crowd on their feet? Do people care about you? And it is
Mhm.
undeniable that people
Yeah.
care about AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Like, so so yeah, she's back. I mean, look, we talked on the last episode quite a lot, didn't we,
Mhm.
about what I think and what you think this storyline should be, and what. Now, I understand she signed a long-term contract, so my
She has.
initial want for it, which was she's one and done, and fine, cool. I still think the
Mhm.
storyline can work the way it will. What did you think, first of all, of her return and that segment initially with Becky Lynch in Chicago?
I thought it was. I thought it was really cool. And but I digress, everybody. Henry put the goddamn storyline in my head of what I want. So if they don't do any of it, oh, I'm pissed. I'm really
I know.
annoyed. However, her reaction was huge. It was huge. It was exciting. People were so fucking happy to see her. Um, it was special to see AJ back because she's one of those. We have wrestlers, but then you have really, really special people who everybody cares about. And I dare say it, AJ's one of those people.
Yeah, I
So her
think so.
reaction was huge. It was really cool, obviously, with Punk, obviously being there with his wife. We all know, obviously, it's his wife.
Yeah.
Um,
It was
I think
nice
it was
to
a
see
real.
that. Yeah, to see that special moment for
It was a
Phil
special
Brooks,
moment
right?
for them, and people don't forget these two people had a lot of shit with WWE.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They
They got
really had some super shit with Vince McMahon, but also with WWE in general. I mean, for God's sakes, they went to court with them. So to see
remember
them both back
that
was
CM Punk
very.
was fired on their wedding day.
I mean,
Like,
come
remember
on.
this, right? So people forget because it's so long ago now, and Triple H and CM Punk are such close colleagues now that people forget. But it
Mm.
was hate between these people.
Yeah,
Hate.
yeah.
And
It
there
was
was a
it was
huge
real
amount of money
animosity
involved.
between them.
Yeah, and they were suing each other, and it was
Mm.
hate. And
But what's
AJ
that
had to
saying in
remain.
life? What's that
Yeah,
saying in life? You can always fix things if you
yeah,
want to.
yeah. I
And I
agree.
think that takes both parties.
I
I mean,
agree, and
I
it
am
shows the
really
love of.
surprised.
Yeah,
I'm really surprised that AJ and CM Punk
well, I
are
think
back in
Punk was the big
WWE.
surprise because I think once
Huh?
Punk came back, it was kind of like if AJ wants to, she can. Right? Once Punk walked through the doors, she can if she wants to, and it was just kind of a question of like how would they do it, and so. I liked the segment. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was great because everybody knew what was going to happen.
Everybody
Obviously,
knew she was going to come out,
I
obviously.
thought
And I
it was
think
cool
WWE
hearing.
mess up. Didn't WWE mess up and put her merchandise up and everybody knew she was coming
Probably,
back? I
whatever.
mean, come
But
on, WWE. If you're going to keep it a surprise, Christ, put the merchandise on after the fucking
yeah,
person's got in the ring, at least.
but I feel like I thought it was cool that Punk mentioned a bunch of other female wrestlers first. So they mentioned Rhea Ripley. That's good for
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley. Mentioned
Yeah.
Bailey. That's good for Bailey. Cora, was it Cora Jade he mentioned? I can't remember. Who's not even with the company anymore, but that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Then she comes out once again. Becky Lynch was fine, but she does the pantomime villain acting.
Right, okay.
Just awkward, just cartoony bullshit. So it takes away from it. AJ's holding her by the hair and going to slap her, and it's,
Can
whatever.
I ask you a question on that? Do you think wrestlers get notes, or when people get to a certain level, there are no notes for them to pack it in? I'm asking you that serious question, right? If people are doing stupid fucking reactions like that, do they get notes? Can you stop doing that? Or are they terrified of saying that to someone like Becky Lynch?
I think the problem is, and again, I have no knowledge of this, right? In acting, you still can give Robert De Niro notes, right?
Absolutely.
Especially if you're a respected director. The problem is that for a long time, agents backstage have gotten a really bad rap, and they haven't had a huge amount of respect. And it's like Jason Jordan. Well, Jason Jordan didn't fucking do shit as a wrestler, but he's clearly a very talented agent. I mean, he was a talented wrestler and he got injured, and it's not his fault. But I'm just saying he was only 2 or 3 years in, and then he got injured. He didn't really achieve a huge amount, unfortunately. And that's a shame. I thought he was great. But, Jamie Noble, Hurricane Helms, all these people who were kind of like mid-carders at best, do they have the balls to go up to a bona fide, probably the greatest female wrestler in history, and give her notes? If you watch Monday Night Raw every single week, you realize that probably no, they don't.
Why don't they?
I don't know, because I also think wrestling is such a fucking stupid industry in so many ways that they believe their own bullshit. So they will go, Becky Lynch. Oh, it's like I always think of Michael Hayes, right? Michael Hayes on that WWE Unreal was patting himself on the back so much for the CM Punk.
I'm really surprised he's even still there, ladies and gentlemen. Our lovely listeners listening, I'm so surprised Michael Hayes is still in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, for a variety of reasons. But the one I'm talking about is that he pulled a switch that half the world could have seen coming, and he was like, boom, we got him. It was the best thing ever. And so I feel like sometimes they talk about Becky Lynch like she's the best ever, even if she's actually not anymore. Which leads me to Raw and an AJ Lee segment on Raw. Okay. First of all, what did you think?
A bit panto.
Yeah. It was. From everybody
and again,
involved.
I'm asking this question to you as an actor, as myself as an actor who's got to go off and do an audition for some TV series in a bit. You get notes. Yeah, or are we just fucking around? No, or are we just messing around?
I just don't know.
Is it about quality? Is it about quality or quantity?
Well, it's about quantity. And so this is the thing I thought about that segment. Like, again, AJ gets a good reception. They're in Milwaukee. It's like, it's not Chicago, but she gets a good response.
Right.
Her promo was nice. It was fine. She's not a great promo, but it was fine. It was truthful and honest. She was talking about mental health. She was talking about therapy. It was funny to see the therapy chants. But then here comes Becky. And it's the same pantomime bullshit.
And this is what rang through my head. Does somebody like that get notes? Because if
she doesn't. Clearly.
Well, what? But do you know why I'm surprised at that? Are we not about improving, or are we just about redoing the same old? And again, it comes to my question about who we talk about on every episode, ladies and gentlemen, our beautiful audience. Seth Rollins. He's another one with panto acting.
So, I mean, look, the thing is, I want to talk about Seth. I think the thing, like, my big note for Becky Lynch would be to keep it simple, stupid. The old KISS acronym, right? She's doing so much, like, it's all this weird panto acting, and it's like she's playing a wicked, really bad guy.
Weird,
and like
surrealism acting.
Out, she did the old stupid Eddie Guerrero thing with him behind her, touch. And it's like, it's not, so, okay, in acting, we both know, and anybody who's in acting would talk about being in the moment. And you can see immediately when there's an actor who's planned out what they're going to do the night before, and they try and do it on stage. And because what the person they're working with doesn't know that, it just looks awful because they're not in the moment. They're trying to use a wrestling thing. They're trying to get their shit in, right? Becky Lynch is somebody who's never in the moment at the moment. It's always, do you know what? The only 2 times she's been in the moment were the
when she was slapping
promo to Nikki Bella and when she was slapping Punk at the first promo.
Yeah.
Because
and she had to really bring it because Punk would have said, I really, really want you to bring it.
Yeah, and she legit doesn't like Nikki Bella, so that's why that promo was good, because she was feeling it. And the Punk thing, I don't know, but she's with... You can't really...
Do you think she's coasting? Do you think Becky's coasting?
No, this is the sad thing. I think she's really trying. But again, as you've just hit the nail on the head, I don't think she's got any clear direction as to what she shouldn't be doing. Like, somebody should be backstage saying, Becky, you're killing every segment you're in right now. And I'll get to Seth Rollins in a second because he's ruining every segment he's in as well.
I'm really surprised because Becky has got some acting credentials, right? She's actually
been in movies.
So what the fuck is she doing? This is what I don't get. She does auditions. She still does auditions from what I've heard. She's still trying to get stuff. Right?
Stillness. If Becky Lynch could just be a bit stiller. Just still.
Is she nervous?
No, she's not nervous. She thinks she's doing good shit, dude. Like, she's just not your...
Do you think she watches the shows afterwards? Do you think she watches her segments back, or she just fucking leaves it? At the end of the day,
just because you've been in movies doesn't mean you're a good actor, right?
It doesn't, but however, I'm talking about the process. Or, again, is it, for the life of me, is it me looking at it from an actor's point of view and not, quote unquote, a wrestler's point of view?
Yes, it is. Yes, it literally is. But the problem is that we are all now seeing, because we've seen it with people like, and I know you don't like him, but people like Jey Uso and Roman Reigns.
We've got him to come to in a minute.
Talk about but when they were doing the original Bloodline thing, we saw really good simple acting.
It was good.
From wrestlers. Anybody who watches CM Punk when he's really invested, that's just genuine emotion. Like, it's quality stuff. Like, I'll throw him out there because even though he's AEW and I'm not interested, like MJF, pretty much all the time, I believe every goddamn thing he does. So it's like wrestlers are not, they don't have to be bad actors. The problem, as you just said, is if somebody's not telling, we were talking about this when we were in Paris about Rock and Rock just being told yes all the time by his crew. And then that ends up fucking you up. Well, if Becky Lynch is being told she's good every day, then she's going to keep doing the same shit. And I mean, I don't know, because I
find it strange. I find it strange because there's so many eyeballs backstage, Michael Hayes included, who's watching the segment. If it's shit, if it's crap, surely somebody must say this was a really bad segment. This has got to change next week. Because Vince McMahon would do that.
It's good. I don't know. I mean, again, I haven't read a huge amount of people saying it's bad. Like, it's just that I personally, it takes me out of it immediately when I can see that this is Rebecca Quinn acting.
I'm just really surprised at Becky because beforehand, when she was not wrestling, her run previously was fantastic.
Yeah, well, I know, but again,
she had so much fire in her belly
because it was real, and she doesn't have any fire now, as you've said. She's back because she loves it, but it's like she's
just chilling.
She's a star, right? So she can kind of do no wrong. But I'm telling you right now, Becky, if you're watching, you can do wrong. You are doing wrong. Like regularly.
And for the life of me, if he's not listening, but for the life of me, Punk, stop doing that thing over the ropes, you silly bastard. He's nearly injured himself 3 times now. Okay. Why does he keep doing that?
I don't know. The guy likes to tempt fate. Yeah, so look, I thought that if I'm honest, I gave AJ Lee's return like an A star. I gave the segment on Raw like a B-.
Right. I'm going to say it. John Cena is on fire.
Hold on. Let's stick with it. Let's stick with it. He is. I've got some criticisms, but yeah, he is. The reason I gave the segment a B-, and I think this is important to mention because we talked about it, is I have watched Seth Rollins and CM Punk feud now since the day CM Punk walked back into the company. Okay.
Right.
We need fire to finish this thing off. We have potential fire in adding AJ. When Seth Rollins comes out to the same fucking music, everybody's cheering. Even though he's doing some heel stuff now, telling everyone to shut up, you got to change the music, but also he's acting like a dad. Oh, just give her belt back. No, I don't want to see that. I want you to be awful to AJ.
And this is what I wanted, Hen. You precursed it.
I'm going to give him time to build it up, Like
Right.
maybe they will build it up. We've got the match now on the 20th of September, but
They could really, really go to school with this.
they need to, in my opinion, if they don't do the angle I talked about, which for anybody that is just watching this or listening to this as their first time, my suggestion is that at the end of the match, no matter who wins, Seth Rollins delivers a stomp to AJ Lee. Now, for me, yes, that could be in the ring, but for me, I'd love it on the steps or on the concrete. I'd love it to be a serious thing.
Great.
I'd like them to do it like when Jericho hit Shawn Michaels' wife. I'd like them. And the interesting thing is, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins have done that angle before with Baron Corbin. In a tag match, Baron Corbin hit Becky with the End of Days. Now, it was much more panto. Obviously, it was in the ring. But I still think it could be the exact spark we need to get us to Survivor Series, to have Seth Rollins and CM Punk in a Hell in a Cell or something like that, and finally be done with this fucking feud in the right way.
All right.
Because of that, let's see where it goes. They have the opportunity. Will they pull the trigger? I don't know.
I hope they do, because, my God, they brought AJ back for this particular thing. So please go all the way with it. Please go all the way with it.
Yeah. The other big bit of news from SmackDown, it was the John Cena promo. His last ever appearance on SmackDown.
Yeah.
His last ever time in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, well, let me throw it to you. What do you think?
I think it's a bit of a bittersweet moment. I mean, I'm going to say this, and obviously to the listeners, are you going to be satisfied? I mean, hey, call me ignorant, but what we saw in Paris from John Cena was fucking unbelievable. I am putting that out there. He put on a wrestling clinic with Logan Paul. He put on an absolute fucking incredible match with Sami Zayn. My only worry, if I have to criticize, is, are people going to say after John Cena's run, which I don't think is going to end, ladies and gentlemen, I think they're going to get another year or two out of the poor guy, are people going to be fully satisfied with what they've got from Cena?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I mean, Christ, we had 25 years of him, you know. I don't know what else the guy.
No, but I think the interesting thing is, with any particular, I mean, again, any big wrestler, any known wrestler, when we know it's almost time for them to hang it up, we all as wrestling fans in our own heads think, did we get everything from you?
Well, the answer is no. The answer is no.
But this is what I'm getting at. I mean, people would say, and I'm digressing here, but Kurt Angle said something yesterday. Kurt Angle said, people want me to come out and wrestle John Cena one more time, but I can't do it. I gave everything, and I can't do it anymore. And I fully believe Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle gave us everything. However, with Cena is putting on all of these incredible matches at the moment, but I still think, part of me thinks, like what Hen just said, are we going to be satisfied and think he gave us everything? And the answer is no. And I agree with you.
I'll go a step further than that. I can't wait for John Cena to retire and go away. Like, I love... Don't get me wrong. Like, I enjoyed the match in Paris. I thought he was, I love watching anybody that gets cheered that much. He deserves the cheers. He deserves the flowers. I enjoy watching these final few days and final few shows.
I think the thing that's killed Cena is overkill.
I'm just going to be completely honest. No, it's not killed Cena. Cena's on, like you said at the beginning, Cena's on fire. Cena is more over than he's ever been in his entire life. But my point is that I never enjoyed John Cena. Like, I never did. Never did, and I never will. I think he's done brilliantly. I think he's clearly one of the all-time greats. I enjoy what he does. I still think it's very meta, but he's giving it his all. It's great. But reality is, whatever the fuck ever. Who cares? Like, he's done in December.
But WWE are desperate.
Are they?
They are, in terms of, there's a disclaimer for everybody saying he's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest of all time. Well, he isn't.
He is.
He's one of them.
He top 10 maybe.
Yeah. But this is my point. He's top 10, but I don't know whether it's Cena or I think this is always going to be the question. is it Cena or is it WWE? Or is it both of them just pushing it down people's throats?
So
they don't need to say that about Cena. They don't need Sami Zayn to say the greatest of all time. They don't need to fucking say that. He's in that bracket. They don't need to keep saying it, but they do. Because WWE, again, I think there is no Rock. Rock's gone now. There's no Austin. There's no Undertaker. There's no Shawn Michaels. There's no Triple H there, I should say. So I think in their eyes, they have to keep pushing a certain thing with Cena. And once he's gone, he's gone. He's gone. And people will, I think, as Cena said, people will remember him, but people will stop talking about him.
Yeah,
they will.
I just kind of feel like, right, once he's gone, there's not going to be like Cena chants every week.
No, and this is my point.
Yeah,
this is my point.
We're
but I think WWE have been terrified about this, Hen, for a very, very long time.
Do you know what? I kind of feel like a lot of the time John Cena exists in his own little wrestling world. And there's always been everything else that's going on in WWE. Yeah. And then there's the John Cena thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like what they had for Hogan, but Hogan worked with everybody as Cena did, and there were other huge stars that were allowed to be huge because Vince was still building Macho and Warrior and all those guys, right?
Yeah.
But it is similar to Hogan, I guess. Obviously, it's completely different to the Attitude Era where everybody was just fucking going for it and it was all the same thing. Now,
I think that's the thing that hurts Cena.
But the last 3 years, it's felt like suddenly WWE became this unit again, right? And there was a bunch of stars. There was the Codys, there was the Romans, Punk came back, there was the tag teams, the Usos, there was like all this shit kind of happening. Sammy, Kevin Owens, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then Cena comes back and it's like, it's great, but it is also kind of outdated now, what Cena does. Cena comes in and he kind of gets a bit meta with everybody and he kind of talks about the people, not the characters. And he doesn't celebrate the titles and he kind of doesn't matter whether he wins or loses. He doesn't really sell very much. Yeah. And like, I find it slightly offensive that he's still being referred to as the last real world champion. Cause it's like, well, what the fuck does, Cody Rhodes think about that? What does Seth Rollins think about that? It's like, fuck you, man. Like, whatever. You asked a question like, will we be satisfied? Well, I won't be, because we didn't get the heel turn that we probably should have got.
No.
We got some bullshit. And that's not Cena's fault. We all know that's not his fault.
No, that isn't his fault.
But like, again, I really don't want to take anything away. The match we saw in Paris, incredible. The match he had with Sami Zayn, incredible. I'm hoping the Brock Lesnar match is going to be brutal and brilliant.
Yeah.
I hope that his remaining matches are great. If I'm completely honest, I got what I needed, which is Cody got the belt back.
Yeah.
And I got
and thank God he did.
Cena.
Thank God he did get it
back.
Thank
God he did, right? But other than that, like, I don't really give a shit. The only thing I give a shit about now with John Cena is who he puts over in his last match. Listen to
who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Well, I don't know. There's a bunch of decent choices, I think. I still think Gunther's the best choice for what it's worth. But Drew McIntyre is another. If you let somebody beat Cena in his final match, it should be huge. It should be absolutely like, you can brag about that for the rest of time. You can brag that you retired John Cena. So whoever does that in December of 2025 is starting 2026 on fire, hopefully, if they do it right. So, I don't know. It should be somebody who needs it. And to me...
Jey Uso.
But you know what I was going to say, though? If he turns heel, which is...
And this is the question.
Then maybe Jey does it.
Hey, if he turns heel... It completely fucking changes everything. And again, I was saying I was comparing him to Scotty T. Hotty on the last episode. Do you know what I mean? And hey, his dad was in that as well.
I know. He's just
so it's kind of exactly. It's kind of ironic, but however, it was pretty cool what happened against LA Knight.
Yeah, we'll get to it. It was just you give me your picks. Like, who would you pick for Cena's final match?
It's difficult. I mean, there's a bunch of people.
Cena wants to have a great match, clearly, as the final match.
I don't know. And this is the question. There's so many there's such great talent in WWE. I mean, Drew McIntyre, if you're personally asking me, Drew McIntyre, I think he's fucking awesome. Just give that guy a fucking belt. Give him a kid's plastic belt. Do something. Because that guy needs it. That's the last thing that he needs.
Yeah.
There's Drew McIntyre. Dare I say it, but again, they've not built him up enough. Rusev.
I was just going to say Rusev.
Rusev could be a huge main eventer.
Now,
he
that's
really
an interesting storyline because they had Rusev's momentum killed by John Cena at WrestleMania all those years ago.
Yeah.
And it would be interesting to finally see Rusev get redemption for that. That's another.
I think
really
that would be fucking awesome if Rusev beat John Cena for his.
Only if they have a plan.
Well, this is this is it. Is there going to be a plan, or is it going to be the exact same shit with WWE Unreal Season 2, where they get Rock to come back again, and they do the same old shit,
Skinny Rock,
implicating to the fans that they have a plan, and they have no bloody plan at all. They are just throwing shit at walls.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's two options, aren't there? Basically, if somebody's going to beat Cena,
I would love LA Knight. I think LA Knight beating Cena would be fucking great.
Yeah, it'd be sick. I mean, if they want to go face versus face, unless they're going to turn LA Knight. But again, basically, if you're going to beat John Cena, you need to be being propelled into something.
I have a sneaky suspicion it's going to be Jey Uso after what we just saw.
Be cool. I'd love it.
Hey, there you go.
But I'll say this. I think the other option, which they will probably do, is Cena will just win his final match.
I really hope not.
The one thing
do you think he'd be the first wrestler to do that?
Well, he isn't.
Do you think he'd be the first?
He isn't, because the bloke we just mentioned loves winning on his way out, doesn't he?
Who?
Dwayne Johnson. I mean, his last match, he fucking pinned Cody Rhodes. So,
yeah.
The Rock likes to get his wins.
He has.
Taker won his last match.
Put it this way: you've just used Rock as a great example. Rock hasn't done the so-called business.
No, I know.
Your last match, you lose and you put someone over, and Rock never did that.
Well, Rock's going to win an Oscar now, so Rock will win an Oscar, and then he can do whatever the hell he wants. Batista's going to be there, like, crying in the corner.
He will be really pissed.
But anyway, it's like the only accolade Batista ever got out of wrestling was that he was the best actor, and now Rock will win best actor.
Yeah, really annoying.
But so I think, that's enough about Cena. I think Brock Lesnar coming back, that was fine. Like,
very cool. Again, getting
whatever.
more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, whatever. Let's try and not talk too much about fucking Brock Lesnar. Then we got to, it's still no Cody, but he's still filming Street Fighter, so that is what it is.
Sonic Boom! But yet somebody said, I can't wait to hear a lisp with the Sonic Boom! Terrible. And who writes such a thing? Come on.
Well, he can't even say the name of the movie properly.
George?
It's Street Fighter. So anyway, Raw. Okay, so we kick off with the reunited Usos. Take it away.
Fascinating. What was fascinating was the SmackDown after Clash in Paris.
The Chicago one, yeah?
Yeah. I thought Jey Uso was done. He's done. And it seemed like, again, as the character would say, he was done.
Yeah.
We have no more for you, and that's it. Yeah. However, there's always that little thing called a heel turn that could help the character.
Yeah.
Now, he has been getting pushed to the moon. It has been getting on people's nerves. Is he as good as he's supposed to be? He is not. However, Jey Uso could be a really, really good fucking heel.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Because I was thinking about this today. I was thinking, like, in my book, what defines someone as being good? Well, to be honest, yes, it's their work in the ring. But I was thinking about this today. Like, yeah, I don't. If a wrestling match is the best wrestling match of all time, but there's no story to it, it's just silly to me. It doesn't mean
Oh, well,
anything.
that's it. You
It's just
always
a bunch
say
of
it about
acrobatics.
AEW every day, Hen.
If I'm not invested in it, it's indie flipping, super kicking dorks. That's all it is.
Yeah, ding!
Ding,
We
ding,
got
ding,
it
ding,
in,
ding,
ladies
ding.
and gentlemen. Hey, you want to get
But
some AEW tickets? By the way, our lovely listeners, I have put the proposition out there to Henry DeVas, the
yeah,
Iceman, Ice himself. Do you want me to get you a ticket for AEW? He said, fuck no.
yeah, hell no. And the reason is
For £31, ladies and gentlemen.
goddamn waste of time. The reason it's a waste of time is it's like watching fake fighting with no investment. Like, I'm going to be honest about it. That's what it is. I'm not invested.
That's the disclaimer.
Yeah, AEW, fake fighting with no investment.
Oh no.
But my point is that when you're invested in it,
Yes.
it's the greatest thing of all time, right?
It's
And so
called spectacle.
it's spectacle. And that is what sports entertainment, I know everybody hates that phrase, but that's what sports entertainment is all about. And so when people say who's good, who's bad, well, to be honest, and this is a WWE phrase, but if they get a reaction, in my book, they're good, as long as it's the right fucking reaction, by the way. Seth Rollins doesn't get the right reaction. John Cena, for most of his career, didn't get the right reaction. Jey Uso gets a fucking reaction. It's an amazing reaction. His work, unfortunately, a lot of times lets him down. But what I've seen over the last couple of weeks is a slightly newer, more brash, more arrogant, more out for himself Jey Uso. Now, I don't know if they're going to turn him heel
That's really weird what you just said about him. His moveset. I really hate his moveset.
It's
The
just
super kicks. It's just a bit flat.
The super
Maybe
kicks
they
look
should
very
do some more
soft.
power moves with him, right?
Yeah, or even more lucha stuff. It's just like it's the super kick looks weak. If you're in a company where Bron Breakker and Roman Reigns do a spear and they're both powerhouses and you do it, it's a bit like yeah.
It's like a tickle.
Yeah, it looks like he's going, rah, come here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just silly, right? It's not good. So for me, yes, make it a bit more, I don't know, go with a different moveset, whatever. But what I would definitely do is if you're writing the shows, you can guarantee, you said spectacle yourself. If Jey Uso is a face and he's still getting response, his entrance alone is 5 minutes of brilliant TV. Like I will watch it every time. I watched it with my daughter this morning at 7 o'clock and she was yeeting along, like,
Yeah,
it's
well,
great.
absolutely.
So what I'm interested in is now, are they continuing this bloodline storyline? Because there's so much stuff in there with like conflict between Jay and Jimmy trying to get Jay to not turn into what Roman used to be. Like, where does that go? Like, we've got Survivor Series War Games coming up. Like, fuck. Now I've just realized.
Oh, no, what?
I don't think we're going to get that fucking CM Punk payoff.
Why?
Because it'll probably be fucking Seth Rollins' group against Punk and the Usos.
See, now this is what my biggest worry was. This is my biggest worry with the whole thing with CM Punk. I would have rather he'd won at SummerSlam and kept the title, and Rollins won it back on a shitty Raw. I don't think CM Punk's going to get his. I'll put this out there and I'm going to ask our listeners. Do you think, and I think we asked this previously, do you think CM Punk is going to get the outcome that we think he's going to get? Which is, to me and Henry personally, he's going to win the belt, and hopefully that's at WrestleMania, or if it's not, he will win the belt again in some capacity.
I mean, look, my desired outcome right now is that we finally get Cody versus Punk at WrestleMania. That's what I'm hoping for.
I don't think we will.
I kind of don't know where the fuck else he goes.
I'm still thinking Cena's going to be there, and Cena's going to get
not, dude. Give me a break.
I swear to God.
The dude's done.
I swear to God.
Swear to me.
Yeah, swear to me. It's weird. I said that today.
Yeah. Okay, look. I think still, where are we? September. CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble, and CM Punk faces Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for the WWE title. I do not want CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble and challenge fucking Seth Rollins. Please do not do that. Please. Because you know what I saw the other day on the internet, which made me go, oh, no, 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 no.
What?
Roman Reigns has been wearing 2 Ulafalas.
Okay.
Which means he is the highest you can be in the family.
Right.
So that could potentially mean that the match that we've always been talking about is actually going to happen.
What?
Roman Reigns versus Skinny Rock. And if that happens...
Rock is done.
If that happens...
Rock is done. Listen to me, Henry. Rock is done.
Keep this clip.
Keep this as a soundbite. I've said Rock is done. He's never coming back. He's never coming back. Dude, it was very apparent the last week what is going on with Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson has come to the point where he can no longer play around with his health. He can't be as big as what he has been. Rock has been the biggest he's ever been, ever in his career, body-wise. He's how old now? 54?
Something like that, yeah.
54, and he's 80 pounds or whatever the hell he is. He can't do that anymore. I think Rock, we saw him. He did the final boss. He's done. Okay. I don't think we are ever going to get Rock wrestle again, unfortunately.
I don't disagree with you, and I think it's a fucking cool... Like, I think you're probably right. But my point is this. As long as Roman Reigns faces Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, CM Punk is going to be okay. That's my opinion. If Roman Reigns is tied up for any reason... I am worried we're going to have another Seth Rollins CM Punk match at WrestleMania.
I really hope we don't.
That would probably be...
However, do you know why I think you're right, Hen? Do you know why I think you're right? Because Seth Rollins is nothing without not feuding with CM Punk.
I agree. Well, unless he's feuding with Roman Reigns. That's my point.
Yeah, but Roman Reigns is off doing films and whatever.
Let's see.
It's really weird you've said that, though. I really do think Seth Rollins knows if he doesn't feud with CM Punk, he is irrelevant in WWE.
I mean, look, so here's the interesting thing. Here's the conundrum for you, right? You've got WrestlePalooza, where I think this AJ Lee thing should happen. What that should lead to is a 1 versus 1 CM Punk match. So that's cool. But it's War Games, right? So there is going to be a War Games match. So I don't know who that's between.
Did you think the thing was a bit silly over the belt? That's her belt, all of that silly bullshit.
It was crap. It's just bullshit.
Come on, no panto. Yeah, no. Come on, give us some passion.
Shouldn't AJ Lee want to say a bunch of stuff about how Seth Rollins has basically made her husband's life misery for the last...
I was waiting for all of that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it is what it is.
Hey, well, we're quickly going to get to it. Fucking AJ Styles.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
What did you think?
Well, the guy signed an extension until February. So he's with the company until February. So either what they are doing is going, this is going to be cool because there are bullshit rumors out there that you want to leave. Because, by the way, nobody says anything on WWE TV without it being okayed. It doesn't happen, guys.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't happen. It's like, I love how much all of the internet's like, oh my God, AJ's shooting on Triple H. No. AJ Styles is not charismatic. He's been given a script, okay? And he is being told to say that. So
I don't know. I had pictures of AJ Styles in the back. Rock comes back and Austin comes back. They do a huge segment where they don't need to read a script. And he says, hey, I think I'm going to have a go as well. No, you're not charismatic. Here's your fucking script. Go out.
No. Off to cage. Come on, off you go. Gets his reading glasses on, gets his script.
I thought it was a cool segment, though. Did you enjoy it?
By the way, I'm not taking away from the fact that it was interesting. It was done in a commercial break. It was interesting, right? It's being done to get AJ interesting
Styles
again, which is great. Hey. It's being done to make him interesting again. So cool. Yeah. Let's do that. But there has, as with everything.
Do you think they have been wasting time with AJ Styles?
No, he's fucking nearly 90.
He's not fucking Hulk Hogan. Jesus. Well, or was Hulk Hogan. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Do you know what it is with it? I'm going to put this out there. There are so many talented wrestlers in WWE. I just wish they would fucking use them properly more.
You can't. Look at it like this, right? I was just thinking, Sami Zayn.
We get so many fucking hours of wrestling.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's just the problem is this, right? At the end of the day, no matter how much they try and pretend it's not the case, wrestling is about world championships.
It is.
I know that everybody says, "Oh, it's the man makes the belt, not the other way around." That's true. It's just a prop. That's true. But within the context of the script you are writing, the most important thing is the world championship, and there can only be one at a time. And so many people, there can only be one. So many people like LA Knight, like Sami Zayn, like, I mean, AJ Styles did have a run, by the way. Let's not forget that. But
He
sure,
did.
AJ Styles, you know, Kevin Owens to a degree. It's just like even Drew McIntyre, Rusev, it's just, it's not your time. You're unlucky. You found
The
yourself
chosen
in-
one. There's always the saying, who is the chosen
Well,
one?
we know who the chosen one is. There are two. Well, the chosen one is Cody Rhodes right now. He's the chosen one. He's the WWE champion. He is the guy. And
He nearly wasn't the chosen one. They nearly changed their fucking mind on him.
Well, whatever. But I mean, I think they clearly went with him and they decided he's the guy, and he is.
I thought you were going to say Roman. I thought Roman was the chosen
Roman
one.
was the chosen one, and he is still the legacy star. But Roman
Did you see the interview with him?
with Steph?
Sit down with Stephanie. I thought it was quite interesting. He said he's going to.
I thought it was cool him saying he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that was my biggest
said,
worry.
That being said, right, for me, the guy has to be a full timer, and Roman Reigns.
I couldn't agree more.
He's earned his spot to not be a full timer anymore.
But then again, Cody's fucking off and doing stuff now. That's my only worry, hen, with Cody.
It won't be long term. That's the point I'm making. Like, he'll be back soon. But anyway, like, Seth Rollins is the other guy, but he's not really, but he's the champ right now. But I mean, there's just a very small circle of people. And I do feel bad for a lot of these guys. And to your point, what I think WWE struggles with a lot of the time is they go, here's the world title picture. Here's the world title picture. And then they kind of just go like feud. But they're not distinguishable. There's no difference between the LA Knight, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and the Vision feud than there is from whoever, Cena and Lesnar even. It's the same thing. It's just people do a speech, they fight. They do a speech, they fight. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest and Aleister Black, same thing. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, same thing. It's just
Can I ask you a question?
Thing.
Do you think they should have, when they write the shows, do you think they should have a scheduled 6-month locked in story?
Yeah.
Again, why don't they fucking do that? Because they used to do that.
Because, and I understand this, because it's live and the reactions change, you can make changes. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
But what I think they do wrong, and I've said this on here before, is and you've said this, they should cycle through stars. As in, like, I don't mind that Cody's not on TV right now. Like, I'm okay with that. And I would be absolutely fine if they were like, well, the Punk, AJ, Becky, whatever, that's going to be at Survivor Series. They don't need to be on. Because then what you do is but what they have to remember is it has to be about the belts. So in UFC, there's a bunch of people who are fighting for the number one contendership in every weight class. Do that. Like, make whoever Rusev fights next be a number one contendership match. And it's like, this is for something. Like, we're fighting for something.
And I dare say it, that's what they did in the Attitude Era.
A lot of number one contendership matches. And the other thing is, like, if you actually give people a reason to invest, they will. Like, I'm watching, so it was cool, by the way, it was cool seeing Jey Uso super kick LA Knight, right? But when you actually look at that as a feud, why do we care? Like, what do we actually care about? What, like, if you're a fan, you're watching LA Knight, right? Even if you're the most basic fan and you're a big LA Knight fan, you're going, I want him to beat Jey Uso. And I'm going, why? Like, can you answer that?
No.
There's no reason, because they've said, and they've done this for so long, wins and losses don't matter. Fine. But then really what you have to do is make every single match that isn't a world title match into what Sheamus and Rusev did, which is just a big stunt gimmick match. So we get a bunch of that bullshit because the wins and loss don't matter. And then you wait till the main event.
And again, it was something special made out of nothing. It was just a match put out there, and literally they made something magic out of a nothing match.
I'm not taking that away from them, but what I'm saying is it's still actually, we weren't invested in who won or lost.
No.
We were just along for the ride. It was great fun. It was a lot of stunts.
You want to see who's going to win and who's going to lose.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I just don't get it then with WWE, why that is the component that they should be putting in every single feud. I remember
sitting down and watching matches and feeling sick to my stomach that Daniel Bryan wasn't going to win, or that Punk wasn't going to win, or that Rock wasn't going to beat Cena at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Actually, I can. Cena versus Cody at SummerSlam, I was very invested in. Punk versus Gunther at SummerSlam, very invested in. But when I'm watching, like, I can't think of a match that's coming up that I really am invested in the result. Like, I don't care if Brock Lesnar beats Cena. I don't care if Cena beats Lesnar. Because why does it matter?
Well, I was just about to say, why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask this to the listeners: what makes things matter to you? What do you want to see out of a feud? Who is it? What is it in particular that you want to see? The outcome that you want to see in terms of what is going to bring you back to keep you locked in to watching a storyline unfold. I just hope, though, and this was the thing what you said about what should happen with Punk, with AJ, with Becky and Steph. I fucking hope they do that, Hen, because otherwise it's just going to be a whole load of nothing.
Yes, but also it's like, okay, when they finally get to that match, which is Punk and Rollins one-on-one, it's the blow-off match, then I'm invested because I want Punk to win that feud. Right?
And hopefully it's the last match we see of Punk versus Rollins, for crying out loud.
Like, think about the Jericho-Shawn Michaels feud.
Yeah.
Like, I was always invested in that because I think what WWE does wrong a lot of the time now is they kind of they sort of invest in the storyline, but they also invest in the real world. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't actually work because I want to see Batman get revenge. I don't want to see Michael Keaton get revenge.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's kind of like a lot of the Jey Uso stuff is a bit meta because it's kind of like, oh, can he handle the pressure? But that's not Jey Uso, the superstar. That's the character. That's the actor, Jey Uso. So I'm not invested in that. It's kind of like if they bought into the storylines, like Shawn Michaels and Jericho, that storyline was they invested so much in it, talking again as actors, that I wanted to see Shawn Michaels get his fucking revenge.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to see Shawn Michaels be champion again. So there was a lot of investment in that, right? Mm-hmm. Again, like, I'm trying to think.
There was a lot of investment in Shawn Michaels, and that's why him coming back was such a big deal.
Even so, there's a lot of investment in John Cena, but why do I care that John Cena beats Brock Lesnar? So if I'm a writer...
dare I say it, it was all changed, Henry. It was all changed because of one man.
Yeah. But my point is this, dude. If I'm a writer, you know what I would do? I would have there be a stipulation that if Cena beats Lesnar, Lesnar can never come back. Lesnar does not have a new contract.
That would be amazing.
Done. And then it's like, intrigue. Great. Sign me up. Don't know what's going to happen. I kind of want Lesnar to win, I guess. Or do I want Cena to win? I don't know. Like, I want to see something, right? If I'm doing maybe I'm doing the AJ Lee CM Punk thing, put a stip on it. Make it mean something. Maybe it's for Becky Lynch's championship. Maybe it's both titles are on the line. Maybe it's if Punk and AJ win, Seth Rollins and CM Punk, Seth Rollins can never come anywhere near CM Punk again. Something like that, but just anything.
Do you know what, as well, and I dare say it, and I still cannot believe they've had Brock Lesnar come back to the company.
I know, it's crazy.
However, they can make him the greatest heel we've ever seen. Obviously, they'd never ever be mentioning Vince McMahon or Janelle Grant. However, all Brock Lesnar would have to say is, you all know I'm a very, very nice guy. It would make him the ultimate heel.
I mean, there's, you know, the funny thing is, there's a guy we haven't even talked about in terms of like what happens with him after Cena. What's he?
What happens with him? What happens with Lesnar?
You know,
Is that it, or
do we
what?
get Lesnar Punk again? I mean, I don't know. That would be cool. I'd enjoy that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there's lots to think about. There's lots to talk about. We got, you know, a bunch of other weird. Nikki Bella got beat by Asuka. Good. You know, is she going to turn heel? Probably. Good episode of Raw. Fine. Let's get to WrestlePalooza. I'm interested to see that WWE on ESPN.
And can I just say, oh my God, I was watching a segment and I literally went, is that Charlotte Flair? Is
I'm
it?
saying nothing, dude. I'm stapling my lips shut.
No, but she looks totally. I was like, is this another diva or what?
Yeah.
And I'll leave it at that. I was so confused.
Yeah, because I got caught out saying it once. I'm not going to say it again.
Yes.
On a side note, The Wrestler is a great movie. So I am going to move us forward now.
Fucking
just a different, just a tangent. Yeah, we're going to move forward, ladies and gentlemen. We've kept you for long enough. We appreciate you listening. It's one of those episodes where, again, we find ourselves in that place where there's kind of not a huge amount going on. There's stuff happening, but
this is the cooling off period where WWE sit back, relax, get a drink, and they fucking chill, put their sunglasses on, and watch the sun go down.
Yeah. They're like Thanos. Look, it is what it is. I wish they didn't do that. I wish they would use these times to just, like, this is the feud that's going to get us through the autumn. But it is what it is. I'm excited to see what happens with Punk and Rollins because I think there is a storyline there that can be incredible, but let's just see. I'd love to see.
Part of me thinks it's going to be Panto every week.
Yeah, me too. But, you know, God damn it, we've been watching it for 25 years. We'll watch it for another 25. Like, it is what it is. We're hooked. We're crack addicts. Yeah, man, I'm a crack addict.
Great.
Anyway, dude, we'll just say this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We will be back again next week. We're going to find some time to do some Wrestlers' Histories. Finally. It's the biggest tease of all time, like Roman versus Rock. It's maybe never going to happen. But we will be back this time next week. And for now, we will see you down the road. Adios.
Adios.